Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's topic, I'll be telling you those medical signs and symptoms that when you start experiencing them, you need to go for checkup immediately, or you need to see a medical practitioner immediately. So stay tuned. If this is your first time watching me, my name is Yvonne. So I always give health tips in this channel, so stay tuned. If this is your first time watching me, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share this video with others because it might equally save a life out there. So stay tuned. So the first sign I'll be talking about is intense chest pain. If you're sitting at home and of a sudden you just experience a sharp intense chest pain, especially if this chest pain extends towards your arm, or you can also feel the nerves around the side of your jaw, that should call for immediate medical attention. Don't wait until it becomes so intense before you go to the hospital. The good part about illnesses and things that are occurring in our body is that it starts gradually. So if you find these signs and you go to your doctor immediately, you might help save a situation that was supposed to be so intense. So if you start having this kind of medical condition, it's better you rush to the doctor as soon as possible. Don't wait for it to become so intense that they cannot equally manage in the hospital, or at the stage in which they cannot resolve it before you start going to the hospital. So the first sign I'll be talking about is chest pain. So if you are sitting or you are walking and you of a sudden you just have this intense sharp chest pain that is extending towards your arm, or you can feel the nerves of your jaw, you should go to the hospital immediately. It could be as a result of heart disease, heart failure, and it could also be as a result of many other factors which are not related to this. So a proper diagnosis and checkup would help to resolve this issue. Or if it's something so intense, the doctor is going to know what to do. So don't just sit at home and just stay there after you have been having these kind of symptoms over and over. If you have an intense chest pain, equally rush and see the doctor immediately. The second sign I'll be talking about is abdominal pain. If you have persistent severe abdominal pain, those symptoms, they don't usually happen just of a sudden. So it could be as a result of maybe stomach upset, maybe you have some infection, you have many organs in your stomach. So you have to rush to the hospital, especially when this pain is persistent and it's very severe. When I talk of being persistent, I mean like the pain is just there, it's not going. You have taken maybe your first aid painkiller and still it's not helping. That's when you have to rush to the hospital because it's not normal. There are many organs in your stomach. So it could be as a result of a sudden infection. It could be as a result of something. Maybe you are bleeding in your stomach. So you have to rush to the hospital for the doctor to check it immediately. It's going to help save you if it's something very serious and that needs immediate medical attention. Don't wait for so long before you are going to the hospital. So the next symptoms, it's flashes of light, like you are sitting and of a sudden you just have a sudden kind of blackout, you can't see, or you sit in darkness and you're seeing flashing of light. Definitely you have to visit your doctor. You have to go to the hospital immediately if you are experiencing this kind of a situation. It could be as a result of a migraine, or maybe as a result of any other kind of medical condition, or it could be as a result of the fact that maybe you have an eye tumor. So visit your doctor and consult immediately. Those are things that are not normal, but most of the times some kind of symptoms, when they want to develop, they start with some of these signs. That's why those signs are very intriguing. That's why you have to visit your doctor as soon as possible if you start experiencing this thing. The next sign I'm going to be telling you is if you always feel too much full after eating just a little bit of food. Normally, if you eat a little bit of food, you are not supposed to be feeling too full. So if you are feeling too full and you cannot eat again, it could be as a result of the fact that maybe you have stomach ulcer, you have food reflux, like maybe when you eat the food wants to come out. So at that moment you feel like you are too much full. So those kind of symptoms, they are not normal. you have to visit your doctor and you consult immediately. Or if you have someone beside you that is always saying, I eat just a little bit, I don't understand what is happening with me. By the time I eat just a little bit, I feel so full, or I feel like the food is going to come out. So with such kind of symptoms, they are not normal. Kindly check with your doctor and consult so these things can be resolved. So the next symptom I'll be talking about is blood in your urine or stool, or maybe in your vomit. So if you go to the washroom and you pee or you poop and you find blood in your stool, that should call for immediate medical attention. Normally, it's not a normal situation for you to find blood in your urine. It could be as a result of maybe a UTI infection, or maybe it could be as a result of a pelvic inflammatory condition. So please kindly visit your doctor and check for that. Blood in stool is not something also that is normal. It could be as a result of a bacterial infection and many other, or maybe you have colon cancer, a lot of things. So that's why you have to go to the hospital and you check on that as soon as possible. And another one also, it's for women that are already in menopause and they have not been seeing their menstrual period for a longer period of time, and of a sudden they start bleeding. That should call for an immediate medical attention, be as a result of ovarian cancer. So you have to go to the hospital and you check with your doctor immediately, because definitely if it's an ovarian cancer, they can equally work on that and treat it at its early stage. So those are some of those kind of abnormalities that when you start seeing those kind of symptoms and signs, you need to visit your doctor immediately. The next symptom is pain during sexual intercourse. So if you kind of always have pain during penetration, or maybe when you want to have sex, definitely it could be as a result of some kind of medical condition, like maybe you have sexual transmitted infection, or maybe you have urinary tract infection, or it could be as a result of pelvic inflammatory diseases. So there is a lot. It could be as a result of endometriosis. So please kindly go to the hospital and check, because it's not normal. It could also be as a result of vaginismus, and this does not only happen to the women, but also at times the men might also experience this pain during intercourse. That's why if you are having this pain, you have to visit your doctor, because it's not a normal situation. The next on the list is if you are always tired. Normally, as a normal person, you are not supposed to be feeling too tired, especially when you have not done any strenuous exercise. And even if you do strenuous exercise, you already know how your body definitely reacts to that. But after some time, if you are just sitting without doing anything and you kind of feel tired all the time, that is not something that is normal. So you have to seek for medical attention. It could be as a result of the fact that maybe you have low blood glucose level. If your blood glucose level is so low, definitely you'll be feeling so tired. It could be as a result of some underlying medical condition, which can be diabetes, which can be cancer, and many more. So that's why it's better for you to visit your doctor and get a proper checkup. So those symptoms and signs, they are not normal. So kindly check with your doctor if you are always feeling so tired and restless all the time. So the next sign is headache, frequent headache. You know, normally in our daily life, at times we do experience headache, but definitely when you take your Panadol or paracetamol or ibuprofen, it's going to subside. But you know, those kind of very intense, persistent headache that just keep happening even when you are not stressed, or you never had a very busy day, and it just keep coming. And even when you take your Panadol and your normal painkiller, it's not working. That is the kind of headache I'm talking about. So you need to visit the doctor. It could be as a result of the fact that maybe you have a tumor, it's a migraine, or maybe as a result of many other underlying conditions. So kindly visit your doctor and get proper checkup. Another one is high body temperature. You have fever, your body temperature has been increased, or maybe your body temperature is so low and you are feeling too much cold or feverish. So if you kind of experience that kind of a sign sign or symptoms, you need to visit your doctor immediately. Those are not things that are normal. So high body temperature could be as a result of your body fighting against a sudden infection. So that is why your body temperature has been raised above the normal range. Normally the range of a normal body temperature is between 36.4 to 37.4. So when it's too high, if it's higher than 37.4, definitely it could be as a result of bacterial infection. Your body is struggling to fight off this infection, so causing your body organs to be vibrating, producing more heat, making your body temperature to go higher. So that's why you have to visit the doctor immediately if you have high body temperature with persistent fever. So visit your doctor. Your doctor is going to check. It could be as a result of a lot of underlying medical condition. So kindly visit your doctor and check immediately. Don't wait until the condition becomes so serious before you are going to the hospital. When you go to the hospital that you are sick, definitely the doctor is going to try to sort it out and see what he can do in order to resolve the situation. But when you have this kind of symptoms and you stay at home thinking they are just going to subside on their own, and you don't go to the hospital, and later on when it becomes so intense, so crucial before you are going to the hospital, there's some kind of decision the doctor is going to take that might be a little bit harmful to you. Meanwhile, if you went to the hospital earlier, they could resolve them. So always visit the hospital as soon as possible when you start having this kind of symptoms. So go to the hospital early enough so that they can help treat all of these things. The next symptom I'll be talking about is shortness of breath. This shortness of breath was highly experienced during the period of COVID-19 virus. So because this was the major sign and symptoms of COVID-19 virus, that's why many people had to use a nebulizer to help them in order to breathe properly. So if you are sitting without doing anything, or of a sudden you start finding it difficult to breathe the normal oxygen that you have been breathing at ease, definitely you have to seek for medical attention ASAP. It could be as a result of the fact you have asthma. Asthma usually occurs like that, and also it could be as a result of the fact that you are equally infected with the COVID-19 virus, because that's the major sign of COVID-19 virus. It usually causes shortness of breath, and also for people with asthma, they usually have those kind of symptoms. So if you're finding it difficult to breathe, or if you are having shortness of breath, kindly visit your doctor as soon as possible so you can get immediate medical attention. Okay, so normally most of these medical conditions, they don't just start and become very intense of a sudden. It starts gradually, and most of the times you will start having this kind of body signs that it's portraying something. Even when you have a rash on your body, or maybe you have pain, or you are finding it difficult to breathe, or maybe you are having body fever, it's as a result of an underlying medical condition. That's why always visit your doctor if you have any of these medical signs I've listed here. It's very necessary for you to visit your doctor. So if you have been watching this video without liking, without sharing, please kindly do so. You might equally be saving a life out there. So stay tuned. I'll be dropping more interesting videos in this same channel. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Love you all. Ciao.